me, I'll be on my mission. Catch me, candid for these lenses. Catch me, one day whipping in his Benzes. Catch me, catch me, catch me. Catch me, like we playing on. Roll one, and you gon' sing along. Hey, sip some, and you gon' get your dance on. Catch me, catch me, catch me, drowning in ambition now.
Yo, Celso.
Mr. Caleb.
How you doing, brother?
Good on you, good on you. Thank you for having me,
We both have like large grins on our faces here because we're super excited, man.
It's true.
Bro,
it's true,
thank you for coming to the show, brother.
Easy, man. Thank you for accommodating me.
Yo, you're welcome, bro. I'm excited as you are, bro, because you are like a talented DJ doing the most here in the Cape Town scene, but not in the Cape Town scene, but in the global scene as well. I'm putting you on the spot, bro.
Nah.
I'm putting you on the spot, bro. I know you want to be humble and stuff, but you're out here on the way up, bro. You're on the way up, bro. How, like I said, you are feeling great. And I'm feeling great, and we collectively great because we're gonna have a fun conversation, bro. Welcome to Couch Creators, people. We have Celso, very interesting name, bro. I was calling him Celso this whole time, but it's actually Celso. For those who doesn't know, it's Celso, bro.
Bro, being a cool DJ, you must have a cool DJ name, bro. That's like.
Did anyone botch your name before, bro?
Did anyone botch my name,
yeah.
dude? Since junior school.
They call it Celso.
Yo, I mean, you know, it's like cool when you win an award in school, but then it's like they butcher it because it's like Celso Fabbri, here's your award for this excellence in English. But then my name is not even right. So
bro, your name is sounds so the most attractive name. Probably get a lot of girls, bro. They're like, hey, Celso. Even if it's pronounced incorrectly, bro, it's so like Celso Fabbri.
Do they know your government name?
They know my government name.
Okay, so we Team C out here.
Hey,
we Team C.
And we support the same Chelsea. You support Chelsea.
Yeah, we had some great chats off camera, by the way.
Chelsea's gonna win the league this year.
I think so. Man United's not even in top 10. So.
I know I'm pushing the boundaries, but I'm hopeful, man. I'm hopeful for my team. Bro, we have a lot of questions to go through, and I know you don't like to, you know, prepare. Let me not put you on the spot like that. You like to work with the flow.
Bro, I'm a freestyler.
You freestyle. You freestyle. I don't want to put you on the spot and say you didn't prepare anything. No, you did prepare. You came here. We pushed this content out here to happen. You know, this episode.
We prepared for a chat.
We prepared for the chat, bro. 100%. But I don't want to keep it like, you know, structured and rigid. You know, we want to have it more conversation, get you to know each other. You know, so I have a few questions on our phone. But before we get to that, you mentioned earlier off camera that you're a DJ producer, all the way from PE. Let's start with the icebreaker, bro. Let me just start with the icebreaker. Let me get into the question, bro. You into tech and house music, right?
Afro-tech, yeah. Afro-tech, Afro-electro, African techno. I'm behind the movement of like, we need to produce a raw sound from here, you know? So no, continue. I don't want to. Anyway, as I was
yeah, my bad. I'm just so
I would say, okay, so let's say like this, right? You have like these underground clubs in Germany, right? Like in Berlin. And then you have like this raw music that's just like goof, 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 and everyone in that area understands the culture, right? We have that here with like Gqeberha, we have that with Afro House, we have that with Deep House, but like we don't really have that like raw variant yet. So I suppose like the type of music I'm trying to push is to give like the younger South Africans a style of music that expresses how we feel, you know?
And that's Afro-tech.
100%.
What's the difference between Afro-tech and Afro House, bro?
So Afro House, you know, like Afro House is the one that paved the way. Okay, we must pay our homage to Afro House. We had Black Coffee coming through, we had Timber coming through, like Afro House just came onto the scene. It became a genre because it was never a genre before. It was called like world music or something.
Wasn't it Deep House?
Nah, they called it like Black Coffee's whole thing was he was fighting against like the world music genre because they just put anything that sounded African in the world genre, and he's like, nah, we need our own, like we need Afro House. Then Afro House became like big mainstream, and now I feel like, you know, when something gets to a level, it's possible for it to get to another level. Now it's like Afro House has paved the way for Afro-tech sounds to come into the mix.
So did Afro-tech evolve from Afro House?
I would say Afro-tech came from Afro House for sure. Like,
so how can we distinguish between the two, bro? What's the difference?
Afro-tech is garang garang.
What do you mean garang garang? What is? It sounds just the same as
Afro. If you listen to Afro-tech, you know what I'm talking about. And Afro House is
That sounds like Amapiano, bro.
Nah, man, it's like, you know. Okay, we're in the same like ocean, I would say. Like we're still in the same pool of music. Afro house, Amapiano, like deep house, South African deep house, because I feel like South African deep house is its own type of deep house, right? Like that's like the former generation. Now we have like people that want to rave, right? And it's like you can't really rave to Amapiano. Like you can definitely groove to Amapiano, but to rave you need something that's like aggressive and Afro tech. If you hear an Afro house song and you're wondering, is this Afro house or Afro tech, ask yourself, is it really aggressive sounding? Like you wouldn't listen to it, like if you wouldn't listen to it in the morning, it's probably Afro tech. So
can I make this assumption that Afro house is like more related to Black Coffee? For sure. But Afro tech, Black Coffee is now he's moving into the Afro tech. You must know, like these guys. I've seen. They evolve with the time. So Black Coffee is like pinnacle. I mean, come on, South African pride in terms of just like music on a big scale. Everyone pays their homage to Black Coffee. We know he made it for us, right? For sure. But I mean, and then Afro tech is more like the couple. Oh, good one. Idunapa, the couple, they were really pumping the underground stuff. For sure. So okay, now what was the #1 song that made you spark into music as a whole? That made you like, I want to be a DJ. This song just made me want to get involved now. So PE is a strange place, right? Like I was a leader at a holiday club. You know, at the church. Hey, bro, you're a church boy out here. Hey, bro. What you doing in the club, bro? Come on, bro. Hey, bro, I'm going to play some house, mix house music in the church. From the small town of PE. Nice, man. I'm there, a leader at holiday club. Dude, you're even a church leader out here for the youth, man. For the youth, come on. Yeah, for sure, bro. Continue. You know what I mean? And then there was another gent that was a few years older than me, like maybe 10 years older than me, and he showed me a bass house song, or not bass house, tech house, whatever, like. It was called Jacking House back in the day. That's like Carl Watson, Chanda Monkey. And the first song that he showed me was a song called Beatbox by Jack Beats. If you go to look up that song. Okay. Anyway, that song, it just had this like, I was like, wow, this is like, I've never heard this music before. It was like house music. So it's, you know, and I've never heard music like this before. I mean, you come from the church, man, so that you praise and worship. I knew Gqeberha, I knew like Skrillex, and I knew like dubstep. You know what I mean? Like I'm from PE, I have weird taste, and then all of a sudden I found this like house genre, and I was like, yo, this is my jam. Like, this is my jam. And then as that developed, like I remember phoning the promoter. Like I made a whole mix. I basically used that one song that I really liked, went on the internet, I found like 20 songs that were similar, and then I made a mix, and then I would phone the guy that was doing like a Carl Watson under 18 party, and I was like 15. I'm like, please can you let me play at your party, like please, I really want a DJ. And he's like, oh bro, please send me a mix. I'm like, bang, send the mix there. He's like, oh damn, this is some good stuff, because I already got it from a DJ who was like way more experienced. So I was like in already, right? And then I sent him this mix. He's like, damn, I didn't expect this from like a 15-year-old. Anyway, were you clubbing in at 15, bro? No, I wasn't clubbing. It was under 18 party. Oh shit! Oh, you know under 18 parties, like I don't know, like Winterland. It's a thing. I mean, maybe not so much today, but back like when we were younger, I would say it was big. They need to bring it back. Yeah, it was big. You know, it was big. So yeah, dude, like I played this Carl Watson party, sold out, whatever. Played like all of my house music, and it just went like so nice. I got like one picture from, you know, the DJ, like the picture from behind you. I begged one of my friends that came with me, like, please just take a picture when the crowd's like there, so I look like I'm Martin Garrix or whatever. Bro, because like, and I look at the picture, it's like fucking sorry, I don't know if I can swear. It's 3 megabytes, like whatever, 3 MPG quality, but it's like a video of me DJing to this crowd, and I was like, yo, there you go, it happened. Memories, bro. Yo, I played my first thing. That was your pathway to greater things, bro. For sure. You went upwards in terms of the first one, like. But how did you get over that nose? Your first set, bro. How was it? Okay, so first set, I feel like this is quite a big DJ topic, is the first set. Like, I've never used CDJs before, I've never used equipment before. Dude, YouTube, there's no excuse with YouTube. Like, I literally went on YouTube, there's an old Bali called Ella Skins, he's from London or whatever. Bro, was YouTube still around that day? Yeah, bro, this was only 2017,
2015, sorry.
Oh, okay.
2015 was my first ever gig. My first ever gig was 2015. And yeah, like, I remember phoning the promoter being like, yo, what equipment is going to be there? He was like, it's going to be the CDJ 850s. And when you're a DJ, you understand, like, it's very important what decks you get when you're doing your own jaw. Like, when you get booked for a jaw, they might put you on a controller and you must just go play, right?
So without any experience, without any knowledge?
Yeah, but back then there was no controllers, so it was just CDJs. So it was like, whichever CDJ you were gonna use, it had a different, like, I don't know, different features or whatever.
But I'm like thinking, what is a CDJ?
Okay, the CDJ, like, when you see a DJ DJing, the two things with the round CD looking platters, those are called the CDJs. Then, like, you have a song on each side, obviously you need something to mix them together. So the mixer is what that is, the middle. And it wasn't around all the buttons.
And it wasn't around back then.
No, it was around, but now you have a controller that can have all of it in one. It's like one piece of equipment. Okay. Back then you had to put CDJ, plug in CDJ, other CDJ, plug in CDJ,
have a mixer in
and then mix a plug in. Now
it was more technical then. It just showed that's how you must be good at what you're doing.
So I went to YouTube, I tapped in CDJ 850, I found this YouTuber. He was like, okay, like, this is how you do it, you know, I've got a song playing on this side, you can see the feature here, this is how you loop and whatever. And then I like got the basic gist of it. I like looked up the manual of the equipment to like read through all of the instructions. And then when I got there, I was like, okay, I know what I have to do, but my skills of actually doing it were not really there, but it was enough that I could like beat match and I could like mix the songs together. The set like went smoothly, and I remember walking off like, and I was just like,
the crowd was going mad.
Nah, the crowd was going mad because Carl Watson was next, but I was like, I mean,
being the same, being the same environment on stage with the same person like that,
for sure,
it must be a huge accomplishment.
And I mean, Carl Watson, like, look at him. I mean, he ended up playing like Coachella,
bro,
and
in
like
the same umbrella as that is like a huge achievement.
I mean, to start in a time where Carl Watson was not even mainstream yet is, I always look at that like, wow.
When is there a feature between you two, bro? Is that still in the pipeline, bro? Like make it a full circle, come around, bro.
No, you know what? I always say this. I never say never. Like, there's been artists that I thought now I would never be able to chat to this person or like meet them or make music with them, and then like you end up getting to a level in your own career where they like, dude.
Yeah, they will eat you up. Like, they will be the ones eating you up.
100%, and then it feels like 20 times better than if I was like going and like, I say, hey, can we make a song? Can we make a song? You know, it feels good when you make enough songs that are good that people are like, yo, I want you to do this on my song now. Then it's like, cool.
One icebreaker is another one. I know you mentioned a lot of things, bro, but I want to know, what's one word that will describe your sound and why?
Heavy.
That's one word. Yeah, I'm putting you on the spot, bro.
Heavy. I like the heavy sound. I like it when I'm standing on a dance floor.
So you like that? Yes. Face is like in your face.
Like I must feel it here. Like my chest must wobble. You know?
This guy.
I must feel my McDonald's like inside me, bro. Then
I go to the toilet early, bro. Like get it all out.
So I think like, what music can I make the most out of this feeling? Like this. What songs can do that the most, you know? Because when you feel it in the right environment, it's like, wow, this is like shaking me for real, you know? It really is. Like, I guess I spend so much time in clubs and stuff and around big sound systems that you sort of forget about the significance of like the first time you walk into a club that has a proper sound system, like a function one or a void. And it's just like the sound just penetrates and like goes through you, and you just like the sound waves are not like stopped by you. It's like they going through you, and you just
like going with the flow.
With the flow, bro. That to me, like, that music is
for sure
the best one. Yeah, for sure.
Bro. I know you mentioned now that where you started out as a DJ in PE, that could be one of your memorable moments, right? But now recently, at the stage that you're at right now, what is the most memorable gig that you played at in Cape Town or in the world? And how does it stand out?
Bro, I played in Nigeria now.
What the flip? What did you do in Nigeria?
In August, bro. I played in Lagos. Okay, no, there's two. It's a tie.
Okay.
I played a gig in Kenya at a club called Muse in Nairobi. That's like top 80 something on the top 100 global clubs, like the best clubs in the world on DJ Mag, whatever. It's like Muse Nairobi. And so when I was like just sort of getting into the scene, starting to make music, figuring out who all the DJs are, I saw like a couple DJs would go play Muse, and it just looked like, wow, this is like a really powerful place to play. Like, it just, the guys that go there, I don't know, being a DJ, when you see DJ content all the time, you sort of can see when a DJ really cares about a gig they're playing, you know. So all of the guys that would play Muse, they would really make a caption that said like, I'm so honored to be playing at Muse in Kenya, and this is going to be such a great night. And it like made this image in my head like, wow, this gig would be really cool. And then yeah, this year Muse in June was like, yo, when you gonna come when you gonna come play here? I was like, yeah, like when, like go, I'm ready. I'm ready. And then yeah, so at the same time I was chatting to some guys in France that wanted to have me there in a city called Lyon. And so I basically had a bit of like a double weekend where I had Kenya and then France. But that Kenya gig was just like, I can't describe to you the energy that resides in Kenya. It's like the club, the owner of the club, his name's Willie. He's an absolute legend. So much passion. Like, that to me is what carries an industry, is the passion of the people in the industry. So what Willie did is he kitted like the best Function One sound system he could find and put it in Muse. And then the marketing for Muse, like, is world class. The DJs that play there, world class. And it's just like one of those places that's like a stepping stone. If you want to be a respected DJ, you have to play Muse first. And then I eventually went up, and yeah, I remember it, like I landed, went to my hotel, was like really just tired from the flight, but then I arrived a day early so I could at least freshen up. So then the next day comes, Willie comes to fetch me, we go get like lunch and dinner.
Man,
and then
lifestyle.
Yeah, no, we start chatting about like the club, and like, you know, he tells me all of the visions he has like for the club and the way the culture is there, and I'm just getting more and more excited. I'm like, wow, this is so like meaningful. And then we get to the club and I'm supposed to start playing at I think 2, and he was like, actually let's make it 3, let's push it a bit later, start at 3. I was like, okay, cool, no problem. And I was supposed to play from 3 until 5. So I start playing my set and it just starts going off. Like,
is that going,
track number 3, track number 3, my shirt is drenched in sweat. There's people shouting at me every song I play. People are dancing. Like Atmos Black and Mash were playing another gig in Nairobi. They pull into the club, so I play an Atmos Black song while he's there. He gets hyped up. I play a Mash song, then he comes and just the vibes were going off.
Bro, it was like a boiler room situation.
Yo, it was crazy. And then Willie ends up coming into the booth. He's like, dude, you can't stop now. You have to go till 6, like add another hour, just keep playing. I'm like, dude, let's go. Let's go. 7 a.m. I'm like, okay, bro, next DJ come, I'm tapping. 7 a.m. I played from
bro,
3,
how do you get the energy, bro?
From 3 until 7. Nah, they throw it at you every single song. It's so easy, like when you're DJing a place like that where the crowd is just like eating what you giving them, and then they like throwing it back, like give more, and you just like the next song, you build, and it feels like one of those places where you just never stop like going up. The vibe just keeps increasing. Then anyway, I ended up like staying at that club till like 10 in the morning, chilling with Willie upstairs, like just chatting about the vibes. And then I went straight from my hotel to the airport to go back to South Africa, and then I had to do the whole France thing. Bro, so that gig, that, if we're talking good gigs, that is life changing. Then if that couldn't be enough, 3,000 people in Lagos like 2 months later, and that was like Muse is only 400 people in the club. Lagos, they throw me in front of a crowd of 3,000 people,
and you were rocking them,
it's
bro.
the same thing, just eating and throwing it back at you. So I would say Nairobi, Lagos, 2 of the best places I've ever had the privilege of performing in, for sure.
Bro, that's amazing.
Sorry for the long answer.
No, bro, I appreciate that long answer. You just giving us a glimpse to your lifestyle, living the best life out there, bro. And absolutely amazing, bro. I wish. Like, how do like upcoming DJs get those opportunities, bro? Like, how did you? How do you, like, I'm pretty sure people like watching them, like, I'm a DJ, I'm a fan of, Celso, like, but I also want to be in that positions where he's operating on the highest level. Like, what advice would you give?
Advice, bro, is, you know what, your reputation and your relationships get you there, like, for sure. I think it's just,
I mean, you got a good reputation. You will come here and apologize all the way.
We haven't even told the people.
Yeah, bro, I respect you for that, bro.
I don't even want to hit my mic. I missed the time slot for this yesterday, and I felt so terrible. I just had to come apologize, and they were so generous to reschedule for the next day. So now we out here on a Saturday, getting the content in, because I really just cared a lot, you know. So
I also wanted to do some value on the show as well. So I really appreciate that we even made this happen again the following day, bro. So yeah, you know, everything works in divine timing, bro. You're a Christian, bro, so you should know. Bro, how do you approach your creative music that's in Afrotech, right? You're an Afrotech producer, can I say that?
For sure.
But when you approach the Afrotech now, how do you respect the genre and at the same time be yourself? You know, because you want to be different in that aspect and not just follow everyone that's doing the same thing in Afrotech, bro.
For sure. Well, I mean, I would say that inherently, like, everyone is different, right? Inherently. So it's about people that are honest enough to, like, turn that uniqueness into a sound. Because I mean, I come from PE. I come from a place where I was like in a mixed bag of cultures all the time. So my taste is very broad, but also very like specific in what parts of the broadness I enjoy, right? So when it comes to like making music, the creative part, I think it's just about really tapping into whatever streams of you are like, this song makes sense to me the most and it makes me feel great listening to it. Like, if you make a song that can make you feel great as the creator, then I think you're on the right track. Like, I mean, copying songs and copying structures, that's helpful, you know, like people do that to get the basics down, but eventually I think in production you get to a point where you're just on your own thing. Like, look at like Lala Tuxin, look at like Gqeberha the Small, Vigro Deep. Although they both, like, let's say Gqeberha and Vigro are both amapiano, completely different sounds, right? And it's like, when you get into that zone where only you can recreate this type of sound, then it just like churns like a machine. It's just cut. And as many of those, you know, and then there's more politics, because when you want to release those songs, then you need to find a label that wants to drop those songs, and then the label only wants songs that sound like the songs they already have. So then how are you going to get into a label, right?
So you have to like follow what they want, you know.
Of course.
Instead of being who you want to be, like, what if it's something new and refreshing and they don't trust that yet, you know? Like,
of course.
How do you even like pitch that to them, like, this is going to be something different and unique, you know? Someone in that label has to take a chance on you and be like, you know what, I'm going to put you on and see if it's
cool. I have a fantastic story from this. Okay, so do you know Crazy White Boy?
Yeah. You're that guy. When last have you heard about that guy, bro?
It's Ryan. So Ryan Murgatroyd is the one half of Crazy White Boy. So he is the first one to ever sound one of my songs ever.
Whoa.
Yeah, crazy. Like, after matric, like I was like DJing here and there, and I had like just enough money to like fly to Joburg and go hustle there, bro, and like stay with my auntie. So I went up there, and my auntie was like, I landed there and she saw like what I was trying to be involved with, like the DJ stuff, and she's like, yeah, actually I'm in a book club with this guy's mom, he also makes music, like, should I put you guys in touch? I was like, yeah, please. Like, I came to Joburg, I have like nothing to do, bro. Like, I thought I was gonna like have a hustle, bro. Like, I don't know anyone, I don't know anything. And then anyway, they end up like the mom's chat. Then I get a message from a Ryan guy, and it's like, yo, come to the studio here, Sanson or whatever, like, come visit. I was like, okay, cool, see you tomorrow. So then I rock up to the studio, and the door opens, and it's Ryan Murgatroyd, and I recognize, like, straight away, I'm like, this is Crazy White Boy, bro. Like,
it's like a monumental.
Yeah,
sorry, thank you for correcting
my jaw hit the floor. I'm like, oh my days. He's like, yo, what's up, bro? Like, come inside, you know. Takes me inside. He's super chill, bro. I'm like gonna try to recreate his acting. He's like, yeah, bro, like, here's the studio. This is where we cook up the stuff, you know. You got like Mark over here mastering. Like, he shows me everything, right? Crazy studio. Like, just when I think I can't get any better, he shows me an upstairs studio above the bottom studio. So they have two studios, and they're both just as insane. Go in there, and I have like my USB with me with like 2 songs on that I've produced. And one of those songs, he played it, listens, and he's like, yeah, I want this. Like just like that. He's like, I want this. I was like trying to play it cool, like, oh, I don't know if I've like finished it yet. He's like, nah, I'm taking this on my label. I'm like, okay, cool. So he takes it, sounds it on his label. He tells me like, you need 3 more. I'm like, cool, no problem. I finished 3 more songs, send them. He's like, chooses another one. We're gonna release this one as well. So 2 songs get released on his label, right? He's like underground Afro tech label that he started.
Bro, what are these songs? Promote, bro. What are these songs?
Monster by Celso Fabbri and Edward. So I don't know if you know Edward. He was also a very well-known producer in the underground space, right? So Edward is like one of the pioneers of Afro tech. So anyway, I sent him a song. I was in matric. And then that song
ended up... You've been in the game for long, hey?
That song ended up getting put on his label. I ended up coming to Cape Town to DJ a set.
Yeah.
And then from there, it was like I could just meet the guys through him and then meet more guys, and he would always like answer my calls, give me advice. Then I ended up in Joburg again like a few years later. I met another good Samaritan, Kasango, who just met me, and he was like, dude, like, come stay at my place, bro. Next time you come to Joburg, just come chill, like. And then I went to Joburg like maybe once a month just to go hustle, because I would like DM and have gigs by then.
Yeah.
Like by that point, Desiree had already played a few of my songs out, so I had like the street cred of that. I had a screenshot of Black Coffee replying to me saying, this is such a dope track. I like posted the screenshot like, yo, bro.
Man, this guy's doing the most. This guy's doing.
So I was hustling, and then like,
bro,
there you go.
Do you know that answered my question that I want to follow up? Like, the question was, what song and collaboration was your breakthrough moment? And that aligns to that answer, maybe. I don't know. Or is it more?
I haven't had my breakthrough.
You haven't had it, bro?
Nah.
No ways, bro. That collaboration.
It's not my breakthrough.
Not that
moment.
song.
That put you on the map. That put me on the map.
Cool.
That gave me my foundation, and I've like built us. I love that song to this day. It's such a great song, because I feel like the version of producer you are when you're like 18, 19 is like, you can't recreate that version. You know, like the songs that come out there and are just like it's just some unique stuff, because you don't know what you're doing yet, and it sounds cool, and it's just like most of the stuff is actually mistakes that ended up sounding good.
Even mistakes is the most creative.
When you get too good, it gets too perfect. You know, you hear too much that's wrong. Yeah. But like, I mean, my breakthrough moments.
So what would that breakthrough moment will be for you? Like, what would be that point in your life where you're like, yo, I made it, guys, I made it? What would that be? What would that collaboration be, or that event be, that will be like that self-assurance, like, yo, guys, I made it, this is my breakthrough moment, I'm happy now, I reached that point where I've achieved what I wanted to achieve?
When I've done an event that has somehow, like, through all odds, bro, let's say an event.
They say Coachella, I'm joking.
No, let's say an event that has the same reputation as the Springboks, bro. Like, where every single South African is like, we like this. That's what I want. I want to find that combination of taste that like the whole country is like, yo, this is us.
That means you have to like,
you get what I'm saying,
do a gig for like a opening for Springboks versus New Leeds.
No, I just mean in a sense of like,
what gig is that big, bro? Like, South Africa is involved.
Rocking the Daisies is like, I mean, back in the day, like old school Rocking the Daisies was sort of that, I would say, like,
well, Hey Neighbor, you know.
Hey Neighbor, and then you have like Splashy Fen in Durban, which is the oldest music festival, which to me, that was also another festival I DJ'd at, where I just spent the whole week there. And
you made it, bro. You've been doing
No, but it's like, making it. I want to have something that shows that like I've created a space where South Africans are like South African, and the music is South African, and the vibes are just like, you know, I don't know, I want to make just something that hasn't even happened yet.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I respect that.
For sure.
Okay, we will get there.
We will get there. We're going to make sure of it.
Bro, so who are some of the South African house music legends or rising stars that inspire your work, bro? I feel like you answered this question in the beginning already.
No, I mean, the OGs, we've chatted about the OGs, but there's a lot of young guys that like, this game is cold in that, I mean, I'm very like grateful that I have this platform here to speak, and like I get to share my creativity and like my value, I mean, whatever, you know. But I feel like in the music business, if you can't like capitalize on branding and social media and like all of this nonsense, then you don't get like what you deserve, right? So there's like tons of producers that I will like forever shout out that I feel like just maybe they don't even want to be all that, they just want to make music, and that to me is like the most pure. So there's young guys like Hyperphonic, if you've ever heard of Hyperphonic, or like I mentioned Edward, another one. Like then you have another OG's Godfathers of Deep House, but then now you have these young guys that are coming from that sound as well, like Skivo. Then Oscar Mbo is already hitting it, then Morda's hitting it. Like I feel encouraged that there's just people in the scene that are pushing their own stuff like shamelessly, and people are really just digging it, and it's making the culture stay alive. Like people are always saying, the culture's dying because of the bottles and because of like this or because of like whatever. But if you just like find the right heartstrings to pull, then you have culture, you know.
Sure.
So to me, I just appreciate like the whole ecosystem, you know. I appreciate the producers that don't care about being the biggest DJ in the world, that make the biggest music in the world, that the biggest DJs play, you know? And I appreciate the guys that behind the scenes are throwing the events and not taking any of the spotlight, and they doing culture shifting stuff, and they're crossing culture and they whatever, like all of these cool people that I've met in the scene. That gives me the reassurance. For sure.
Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. Okay, now we're gonna get some fun, quirky questions, bro. That was a bit. We were serious now. Let's take a step back and be laid back, you know.
Oh yeah.
So I want to know now, what are the craziest or quirkiest rituals that you do before entering on stage and performing or doing a gig, or for process in the studio, working on a track and stuff? What rituals do you do? I mean, the ritual sounds a bit too intense.
Okay, ritual. I get what you're saying though. Yeah. So I would say before set,
do you like hype yourself?
Must have a black label. Must have a black label. Stay to my roots. If I can't, one thing I always like to do.
You get nervous, bro?
Yeah, I get nervous. I would say I'm quite anxious, right? So I get nervous, and dude, like just sometimes, just finding like sentimental value in something small, like I said, having a black label, right? If I go to like Mozambique, I ask them like, what's your best beer? Like, let me just have one of your best beers. And then it just feels like, okay, I've like done my usual, this is gonna be fine. Like, this is gonna be cool. It's gonna be like how it always is. It's gonna be a fire set, and then we're gonna go home and it's gonna be cool. But yeah, I would say just like,
a black label.
A young black label is good.
And a Red Bull as well, you know?
Yeah, and a Red Bull. when we low on the battery. Musically wise though, I would say no real ritual. I just like to, when I have an idea in my head, I like to just go and try and just translate it straight away. If it doesn't work in like the first 5 minutes, discard. That's one thing. Like a lot of, I don't, maybe it's something I need to change, but
maybe it works for you. So yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't know anything else, because if I start something and I'm like, nah, it's not feeling it, discard. Maybe if I'd like gone back to it the next day, it would have been different.
Maybe you were too much in your head that time, you know, and you just need to take a step back.
I guess I found some advice for myself in this segment here.
It's like a therapy session.
Ritual wise, I don't really have any like superstitions. I just go and trust my instincts and everything. Yeah,
for sure, 100%. For sure. Okay, so what's the craziest or unexpected sound that you ever sampled in one of your mixes or track?
I have a great answer for this. So these are ceramic, right?
Yeah,
you hear that sound?
I hope so.
So when you have like a cereal bowl, have you ever like, I don't know, when you're younger
ting,
or
ting,
something,
ting, like that?
Or you like drop your spoon in it by accident and it goes like like that sound. So I took that and I made that song into like a triangle thing. So the song would just be like, on some random part, you would just hear like, that sounded like someone dropped a spoon in a bowl. It's just like one of those sounds that everyone knows, like I know exactly what that sound is. It's like either a spoon in a teacup or a spoon in a bowl. So that's a cool sound. I was like, let me drop this in there as a little Easter egg.
Was that like for a drop or something?
Nah, just like an ear tickler sound.
I think now people are gonna notice that now going forward. when it comes to fan interactions, bro, what was the craziest or memorable interaction that you got from a fan at a gig, bro? Did someone throw like their bra at you?
Dude, okay, well, like in high school, my best friend did that, but as a joke, like came with a spare bra and like threw it at me. But like, nah, I mean, fans, bro, I really hope I never have fans, dog. I just want to have homies.
Bro, you have fans.
No, I want to have homies, dog. I want to have homies.
Like, okay.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. There's something about the maybe a bit outdated DJ generation that's like this whole like paparazzi aesthetic, right? And I don't think it's like that, because in reality, as a DJ, bro, every single DJ has a gig where there's only like 10 people there, right? You're not gonna look cool in that gig. So you better hope that those 10 people are your homies. Otherwise, you're gonna look like a real.
It's like, where's your people at?
100%, bro. So at least, like when I have homies, it's like, hey, I recognize you. Yo, my man, like, good to see you again. And it's like, oh, wait, the vibe.
For sure. Bro, what's the one track that you play, or is like for you is a crowd pleaser, bro? A crowd pleaser track.
A crowd pleaser.
That always get people moving.
Yo, that's a good question, bro. Damn, that's a good question.
I'm going on the list out here, man. We're trying to make sure we're professional out here, not just improvisation, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's coming. That song by Professor, Immortal.
How does it go again? Okay, we're gonna.
When the editors finds the song, they'll put it over and it'll line up perfectly.
Okay, guys, do your job on it. Never heard of it, bro. I'm so surprised.
Immortal.
Bro, is it old? Is it like an old school song?
We can't all be cool DJs, man. That know all the songs.
Damn, I'm missing out here, bro. Okay, another question now. Now is another hard one. What are the 5? Wait, what's the five songs that you think would be a Cape Town playlist?
Cape Town playlist. Yo, bro. No, I actually can't even do that, because Cape Town is one of those places that's like, I mean, one corner of town can be like the complete opposite to the other. Like one corner, it's always like white jeans, white couch, hookah pipe, like spending, right? And in the other sound, it's like people with no shirts on, like just. So I mean, you have different music in those places.
But they have like Afrikaans house, bro.
Oh man, dude, I mean, okay, last year I would say the one song I could never fail to like not rely on was like Iplan, bro. Yo, you can't go wrong with Iplan, dude, that song was just so good. And you always feel like a bit of a failure as a DJ when you play the hits, because it's like,
I mean, it's just what the crowd wants. It's a crowd pleaser.
It's a crowd pleaser. Yeah, but it's like, obviously your ego wants you to be like, nah, you're so good that you like, they will think that it's insane without even playing the hits. In reality, nah, you have to have at least a hit or two in your set, bro. Like that's what being a DJ is. You have to be able to access the punch points.
So you're always going on the net to see what's the next latest sound that's trending at the moment.
I mean,
and add it to your playlist, bro.
I would say the sound that's trending in my taste. Yeah, because
you don't want to go out of your.
I have to, as a DJ, believe that I have a taste, right? Like that my taste is valuable. So I see it as, I even have friends that I disagree with on songs where I'm like, that sounds bad, and they're like, nah, that sounds sick. And then it's like, okay, cool, then you're gonna play it and I'm not gonna play it. And then there's songs that I'm like, that's sick, and they're like, nah, I wouldn't play that. But then, you know, you have to trust that there's also value in the fact that you're different. Like you can say like, I'm an Afro house DJ, but then it's okay, there's like 20,000 Afro house DJs, you know, like what are you? I'm like, okay, I'm a heavy DJ. Yeah. Oh, heavy. Oh, what does that mean? Sweet. There you go. Like you already have something that's like,
that stands out.
There you go. Yeah, for sure.
Fair. Well, I'm got 4 more questions, guys. 4 intense questions. Are you ready for this, bro?
We're ready.
Okay, I have to read this out because it's a lot for me to remember. How do you see Afrotech house music evolving over the next 5 years, and where do you see yourself in that journey?
Man, I have a new song coming out now called
Dude, this dropping mics.
Okay, so I have a song coming up now that I feel like when I released my first Afrotech song, I thought it was before its time, and I was right. Only 2 years after that song came out, it got traction. Like 2 years, and then like the sound caught up and DJ started playing it, and it was like, okay, now we can go into this darker stuff. And now I have this other song coming out now again called Malume, and that to me is going to be another one of those tracks that's like, to me, is showing a direction, you know. It's like, this is where I think I want to go in my music, is this way, like this harder dance bassy sound. I want to go here. So now, like, I would say the next 5 years, hopefully there's a group or a squad of us in SA out here, and we're all pushing our own variants of this harder type of stuff, and eventually it gets to a point where you have to come to South Africa to like
experience the vibe.
For sure. Like Ibiza, like, dude,
imagine Robin Island was Ibiza. But
yeah, I think that Cape Town has always been on this tangent of like, we are going towards being a new summer destination, but we just haven't like just got it yet. Like we're still figuring out our own stuff here.
For sure.
But I feel like when it does happen, maybe in the next 5 years it'll happen, right? Then it's gonna be, we're gonna need a sound that is raw and hard and unique and enough that it like impresses people that are coming from the pinnacle places. If an Ibiza DJ comes to South Africa, they must be like, yo, now I must really prepare.
I want to stay here, I want to live here.
They must be like, I must really prepare, because I know like these other DJs, they're gonna be on fire.
Yeah, like, for sure.
I must really, I must get my act together.
The pressure is on, bro.
For sure.
Bro, I want to go back to the mic drop when you mentioned you're dropping a new song, bro.
Malume.
Yeah, what's the story behind it, bro? What story do you want to project through the new sound of yours, bro?
The story I want to project. How do you personify a person who was born in this like figuring itself out version of South Africa that wants to like somehow find things that unite everyone and wants to like express that we have a vision as well of like a future of where a culture can go. Like I feel like Germany and these Amsterdam, these places that are all established in the music scene, it's like, you know, there's like a rite of passage where it's like, if you do this much work, you will get this much out and you will get this and that. And in South Africa, it's like, you just gotta hustle. And if you hustle and you're lucky and you do the right stuff at the right time, maybe you'll like get somewhere. But like, yeah, I would say I want my music to represent all of that weird arbitrary emotion that all of us feel as like we South Africans that feel like, yo,
we're gonna unite people together.
100% Ubuntu. That's the way. For sure.
Speaking on that, are you working with anyone, you know, collaborating with anyone with your
right now, you know, I am I went like this to everyone. I was like, guys,
shoot yourself,
you guys gotta leave me to just like, I'm doing some weird stuff and I just gotta figure it out and I don't know.
You're doing your rituals.
Fair, bro, fair. No, but like, I mean, sometimes having too many projects that you have to work on for other people is like stressful.
Yeah.
So I just decided like, let me just
focus on yourself.
Focus on like making this weird sound I want to do. Pretend like I'm not gonna listen to any other genre or whatever, and just like invent this own thing. And then I guess that's where I am right now.
Good for you. I respect.
For sure.
3 more questions, guys. Quick, fast. Okay, one question. This is a question, hypothetical question. Okay, sure. If you can play anywhere in the world a sunset like gig, where would it be and why?
Your sunset gig.
Clifton Beach?
No, not South Africa. Actually, maybe South Africa. Table Mountain, maybe.
How would anyone get up there, bro?
Yeah, that would be cool. Actually, no, I take it back. South Africa, for sure. I just, you know,
maybe like somewhere like it's like completely different.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking like, imagine doing something in like the Sahara, like the middle of the Sahara. It's just like a speck, and it's you, like, and then like a little crowd.
Oh,
like in the middle of a desert.
That'd be cool. Something. People be burning.
I mean, I'm thinking of like, I mean, not really doing like a big festival, but I mean like how can I make a cool movie? Like that's like cool, right? Like,
so would you have like you at
like a DJ set, but it's like a cinematic DJ set, and it's like max quality DJ sets, you know?
It's like I've seen stuff like that on YouTube.
Circle A.
Yeah. I've seen that stuff like that. Yeah,
that's so like cool. The inspo, yeah, for sure. They go to like historical landmarks in whatever countries, and they do crazy big festivals there, and it's like grown into like one of the biggest festivals in the world. But it's so cool.
Bro, you should do it, bro. You should do it.
One day. Just
take your camera, bro, and
it will happen. It will happen.
Okay, if music was to not music. If your genre of music would disappear, no, what would you do? Where would you switch up? What would we be doing? What other genre would you jump on next if Afrotech wasn't around?
Drum and bass, bro.
Drum and bass.
Like the UK drum and bass. Like UKG, breakbeat.
Yeah.
That stuff is like, I really am a fan of like homegrown genres where it comes from like a certain area, and it comes from like 10 friends trying to make a similar sounding thing, and then all of a sudden it just becomes boom, and everyone thinks it's cool all of a sudden. I love that stuff. So like,
drum and bass, gives me 21 Pilots.
Yeah, when I went to London last year, I went to a drum and bass event. Man, it was just like, it was so cool, dude. Like, I've never seen anything like that. In South Africa, we used to like, I'm a piano Afro house, we used to deep house, we used to house music. Then you go to the UK and you see what they like indulge in.
I need to check that out, bro.
Damn, that stuff is crazy. It's so fast and
do you know Pete and Bass?
Pete who?
Pete and Bass. Do you know Fred Again?
Yes.
Okay.
Fred Again.
Yeah, guys.
Okay, similar vibe. That's like, I would say that's like the fluffy drum and bass.
Fair
Fred Again.
Okay.
Because obviously, but that's the thing about fluffy stuff. It gets everyone involved, so you need it. And then when you're bored of the fluffy stuff, then you have to go like dig, and you go like, what's harder? You know?
Oh, so
like let's say Fred Again. Let's say you listen to Fred Again's album on repeat for 2 weeks.
You want to get something much more aggressive in this.
Exactly. Surely. It's like
you want to evolve from the.
You build up a tolerance, and you're like, I need like.
It's like you're taking like you know. But anyway, to wrap the show up, I've got one more question. What is the number one iconic track that you want to remix, and why?
Yo, what a good question, dog. If I could somehow remix like Sister Bettina or something.
So cute. Why is Sister Bettina?
But imagine just like.
But like, hasn't that song been remixed so many times, bro? How would you?
Bruh, there's no Sister Bettina Kom remix yet, bruh.
What you mean, bro?
Surely. Doesn't exist.
Comment down below if there is. I thought you would be saying Afrotech. Sister Bettina.
Iconic song. A Freshly Ground song.
Okay, that's cool. That would be cool. I never heard that before. Well, how would you remix it as?
Like sunsets, Afro house.
Okay.
You know, you're getting into it.
Let's put you on the spot. What would be what sounds would you use?
Marimba. For sure. Oh, I used to play marimba. That's why I love marimba so much. Like, you'll hear marimba in a lot of my songs.
You look like a talented guy that plays drums, bro.
Yeah, I used to play drums.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, in high school, I mean, my dad is like.
So music was always in your blood, bro.
My dad was like drummer by trade, like
nice.
for a long time. Yeah, but so then, you know, I guess any sort of musical influence, I think is beautiful. Like I think there's so much power in music and stuff. So shout out to my dad putting me on that stuff. You know, the drummer stuff. Now I can make.
Shout out to all the parents out there.
Shout out to all the parents out there. Yeah, for sure.
Celso, thank you so much, bro, for sharing that journey with us,
Mr.
Bro.
C.
Thank you so much, bro. CNC, Celso. Bro, anything that you want to say to your homies? Because you don't want to say your fans. You want to.
Love, strength, discipline, integrity. That's all I have to say.
Love that, bro. Appreciate it once again, bro. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate it. This was a very.
Shout out to Coach.
It was worth it, bro. It was worth it.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to you guys.
Thank you so much, guys. They can follow you on your socials and music and
CELSO FABBRI. All social medias is like that. CELSO FABBRI.
And when is this track gonna drop out, bro?
Malume is dropping on the 13th of December.
Watch out, it's gonna be fire.
13th of December, Malume drops. All platforms.
Are you gonna play like live as well?
Oh yeah. So when is the episode gonna come out?
In 2 weeks time.
In 2 weeks time. It'll be too late. I can't even tell. Okay, actually New Year's, you can catch me here in Cape Town.
What do you mean too late?
Because I'm going to Durban next week for Balido Rage.
Oh.
You know the Rage Festivals are coming, so by now you would have been at Rage Festival.
Okay.
If you're at Rage Festival and you're seeing this, comment how good your time was below.
Comment.
Yeah.
So yeah, bro, we can't wait for your track to drop. Wow, my English just went the other way, bro. But yeah, looking forward to seeing you on the big stage and continue doing the big things and amazing stuff, bro. So shout out.
No stress. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You guys are legendary, man. Shout out.
Sign out.
Sip some, and you gon' get your dance on. Catch me, yeah. Drowning in ambition now. Wet. Turning all these tables now. Blip. Burning all these bridges down. Lit. Catch me, damn.